Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and in case this happens to be your first time, make sure to like and subscribe. Now this video is specifically about Elaine Thomson Herah and her future. Now it seems like the whole wide world has officially written off Elaine Thomson Herah, forgetting that this is someone who has the fastest time in the whole wide world. By now, I was expecting the whole athletics community to be talking about Elaine Thomson Herah return to the MVP track club and taking back her glory as the fastest woman alive. But I don't know what is wrong with almost the media. Nobody's talking about her. Everywhere is silent about Elaine Thomson Herah, which I feel like is actually a big red flag. If Elaine Thomson Herah would have probably been from the USA, I know definitely she would have been the topic of the day almost every day. People will be talking about how great she has been, whether she's going to come back to her form or not. Now, it is important to note that this man you're watching on your screen is from the MVP Track Club. Now, in case you don't know what MVP Track Club is, it is owned by Coach Stephen Francis Rano, and he happens to be one of the best master coach from Jamaica. He coached a lot of great sprinters you have been seeing on your screens. And when I'm talking about great sprinters, I'm talking about the likes of Shelly and Fraser, Pryce, Shericka Jackson, and Elaine Thomson Herah. So he has been able to coach a lot of professional athletes, and even the Kishan Thompson currently running is from the MVP track club. Now, the purpose of me making this video is to tell you that recently Coach Stephen Francis Rano came out and said that Elaine Thomson Herah still has a chance to come back to the MVP track club. Yes, he said it himself when he was being interviewed. He said there is still an open door, like he is still interested in Elaine Thomson Herah, and he doesn't really hate her as the media tries to push the agenda that Coach Stephen Francis Rano totally hates Elaine Thomson Herah. When I saw the interview, that was when I realized that what the media tend to push is actually totally different from what the reality is, and that is why I'm not really. If you have been a follower, a fan of my YouTube channel, you should know that I am not someone that quickly jump into conversations without finding out the reality of such news, and I don't really believe in all media. So Coach Stephen Francis Rano said there is still an open door for Elaine Thomson Herah to come back to the MVP track club, and he even went as far as advising Elaine Thomson Herah earlier this year, I think after the Paris Olympic, that look, I'm gonna advise Elaine Thomson Herah the best thing she can do. That was Coach Stephen Francis Rano. He said the best thing Elaine Thomson Herah could do is go back to the United States of America, because he feels like they have more appliances, more tools, and the system will be much more favorable to Elaine Thomson Herah in the United States of America, rather than in Jamaica. So the fact that Coach Stephen Francis Rano took his time and advised Elaine Thomson Herah, I feel like it should be a big sign that he is giving her a green light that look, I still want you to come back. I'm still interested in you, and I'm gonna make you even better than you are before. It is just left for Elaine Thomson Herah to make her final decision. It is left for Elaine Thomson Herah to kind of make a statement and finally make her choice of coming back to the MVP track club. Coach Stephen Francis Rano doesn't have any issue with her right now, and he is giving her, like I said, a green light to come back to the MVP track club. But it's so sad to see so many Jamaicans after Elaine Thomson Herah collapses, like when she was no longer winning. A lot of people were very quick to start judging her, saying she is naive, her husband is the cause of her downfall, she is not smart as Shelly and Fraser Pryce, stuffs like that. Like, there have been a lot of stuffs on the media, in the internet and social media platforms, and so many track news platforms have been saying a lot about Elaine Thomson. I wonder how she is coupling saying all this news herself on social media, because it should be brain draining, it should be exhausting, it should be something that, because even Julian Alfred, the recent Olympic champion, said she can no longer log into her social media account, and the reason is because once she comes to social media, she heard so many news that keeps on draining her mind, stuff like that. So imagine if Julian Alfred, who just won a Paris Olympic recently, is complaining about social media. Imagine what this big athlete like Shelly, Elaine, Shericka would have been saying on social media, and it must have been brain draining for them, right? But at the end of the day, whatever you do, whether you do good, you do bad, people will always and always have their opinions. You just have to find a technique, a method of making sure it doesn't get to you. So people started calling out Elaine Thomson Herah and saying she's not smart enough. She is always having problem with coaches. She is stingy when it comes to paying her coaches, stuff like that. They have allegedly been a lot of stuffs about Elaine Thomson Herah in the internet, which I know it must really be brain draining, because it's not easy for you to watch people saying what you don't do, saying what you yourself, you know you didn't do it, but people just sit down, make up stories, make up rumors about you. Now the purpose of this video literally is me announcing to the world that once Elaine Thomson Herah is back to the MVP track club, it's gonna be over for every other athlete. I don't care whether it is Shekeri, whether it is Shelly and Fraser, whether it is Shericka Jackson, whoever athlete is out there. I just want to make this announcement that, look, once the fastest woman alive currently, Elaine Thomson Herah, is back to the MVP track club, trust me, it's gonna be totally over for the female sprinting event. Like, she's gonna totally dominate. She will dominate. She is still very much more fit, very much more energetic, very much more young, and I think she's gonna be the next. Like, in fact, she is Flojo already, but I don't want to refer to her as to Ovla. But I feel like she's better than Flojo because she is a multiple time Olympic champion, and it's sad to see her, not running at the recently concluded Paris Olympic. It actually sad. Now MVP, this man you're seeing on your screen, like I said, Coach Stephen Francis Fano. Hopefully, we are hoping to see him taking back Elaine Thomson Herah. Anyway, let me hear your opinion. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.